Hello! Hello! It's time for another video. My name is Gracie. Hi. Today is my April wrap-up. March. No! April I'm hyper. April wrap-up, May TBR. Let's go to the books I read in April. The first book I read in April was Simon vs. Homo Sapiens Agenda by Becker. When will I not say Becky Albertalli? Thank you. This, if you don't know what this about, is a boy named Simon Spear who is 16 and he has a secret, and that secret is that he's gay, and kind of how he deals with that and how his kind of like coming out story. I gave this 5 stars. I really enjoyed it. It was like kind of a, I don't know how to explain it. Like, I really liked it, and I thought it was written really well, but there wasn't much to the plot that I actually enjoyed. It felt like it was more just like my connection with the character and how he was feeling that I really liked. But yeah, I really liked this book. There was a movie. I saw the movie. I really liked the movie as well. I probably won't do a book versus movie because I feel like there's not much to talk about like differences, but yeah. The second book I read was A Court of Wings and Ruin by Sarah J. Maas. I also gave this book 5 stars. Honestly, a lot of people prefer A Court of Mist and Fury to A Court of Wings and Ruin, but I think I actually liked this one better. If you don't know what A Court of Wings and Ruin series is about, it's a Beauty and the Beast retelling. The third book I read was Jane Eyre by Charlotte Bronte. So, I give this book 3.75 out of 5 stars, which is higher than I thought I was going to give it. Basically, I read this book because I was in book club, was disbanded. I don't know, the leader left the chat and I was like, whatever. But I already had this book picked out and thought to read for the theme for April, and that theme was Victorian era. So, yes, this book is about a governess named Jane Eyre. I don't really know what else to say about it. It's kind of a weird book, but it's pretty good actually. I wasn't expecting it to be as good as it is. Also, since that book club disbanded, I, myself, and one of my best friends on Books Amino, Melissa or Honeybee Reads, and I created a new book club called the Mellifluous. I can't say it. Book club. I'll write it down below, and I'll link her channel. But our theme for May is strong female character. So if you want to get in with that, either you can join Books Amino or you can just participate within YouTube. The fourth book I read was Because You Love to Hate Me, edited by Amory. So this came out a while ago. I honestly don't remember when. I know it was last year. And I started reading it about the time it came out, and I just finished it in April, which I think was at least 5 months, maybe even 6. The thing is, the first few were mildly interesting, and I got bored as soon as there was one that was not very interesting at all, and I like took forever to finish that one. And then, because this was on my TBR to like finally finish this, I finally finished it, and I actually really enjoyed the last half of this book and ended up giving it 4 stars. Like, I'm very glad I didn't DNF this book because I really liked some of the stories. So, I recommend this book, but honestly, don't force yourself to read through all the stories if you don't like them, because it's kind of a waste for some parts of it. So, the next book I read was Protected by Claire Zorn. I got this book for free at the B-Fest event at Barnes & Noble in September of 2017. There was a stack of books, you pick a book for free, and I picked this one. So this book is about a girl dealing with her grief, and basically the loss of her older sister. And like, I really, really loved this book. I gave it 5 stars. Hannah is dealing with a lot, Before her sister died, she was bullied, and now everyone kind of just doesn't talk to her because they treat her differently because her sister has died. And part of her is glad that they don't bully her, but other part of her just wishes they would treat her like normal, and goes through her grief and her depression and dealing with the memories and the lack of memories that she has of the death of her sister and what actually happened, and as she makes friends. And I really liked this book. There are some parts that I like completely folded. Like, if I really like a page in a book, I will completely fold it in half so that I can find it very easily. And there were a few pages where I either dog-eared or folded them in half because I actually loved them. And I just really recommend this book if you're dealing with any mental health issues, if you want to read books about grief, or if you're dealing with some grief. I feel like it would be really helpful, and I think it was very well written. Like, it wasn't like amazing, but I think it was like a little more than average writing. I really liked it, so highly recommend. And it's also set in Australia, so like I don't read books that are set in Australia. Like, I have never read a book before that's set in Australia besides this one, so that was cool. The last book I read was my favorite book I read in April, and that is Salt to the Sea by Ruta Sepetys. If you know me, watch my channel, Ruta Sepetys is my all-time, one of my favorite authors. Her and Tahira Mafi. And this book is kind of a companion novel to Between Shades of Grey because it focuses on the characters that are cousins in both of them. Like, they're cousins and they think about each other. And it's both of their experiences during World War II. In this one, as Joanna and some other characters, Emilia, Alfred, Florian are the main characters, as they try to evacuate Germany as Russia is invading. And it was amazing. Part of me was like, do I like this more than Between Shades of Grey? And I still haven't decided which one I like more, if I like him equally. Because part of me feels like if I say I like this one more, I'm betraying Between Shades of Grey, but at the same time, I'm not sure if I actually like this one more or not. Like, I don't know. But this was an amazing book. 5 out of 5 stars. Even if you don't like historical fiction, I highly recommend Ruta Sepetys historical fiction because the way she writes characters and plot feel like you're in that story, and it feels much more real, and you can relate to the characters even though you weren't there during that time or never experienced what they experienced. And I highly recommend her writing this book, Between Shades of Grey. It was so good. Those are the 6, I think, books that I read in April, and now I'm going to talk about the books I want to read in May. So let's start with a book I actually already read. I started this book on April 30th, finished it on May 1st, so I really flew through this book, and that is This Song Will Save Your Life by Leila Sales. This book is about a girl who has a really hard time fitting in, tries to become popular over a summer, and then it doesn't work out so well. It's kind of dealing with struggles of individuality and popularity, and she ends up finding an underground nightclub, kind of. She's like 16, but and eventually finds a love in being a DJ. I'll talk more about my thoughts in my May wrap-up. The next book I want to read in May is The Female of the Species by Minnie McGinnis. This is a book I picked for the strong female character theme of the Mellifluous Book Club. I picked this book, but now I'm not sure if this character is strong or just kind of like strong-willed. Does that make sense? I feel like there's a difference. This is about a girl named Alex who lost her sister tragically because her sister was murdered. And Alex, from what I know, goes around and kind of tries to kill or find the the person who murdered her sister, I think. I don't know. I'm only a little bit in, and it's okay so far. So I don't really know much about that, but I've also had this book since like October. And the Now, another book I want to read is The Girls by Emma Cline. It's about like a girl and a cult. I was like, okay, sounds fun. So I'm excited for that. But basically, Books and Lala and a couple of my booktubers, I can't remember exactly who, are doing a readathon called Buzzword Readathon, and the buzzword they picked is girl, and so I'm just gonna read this during that because I don't have any other books that say the word girl. And I'm also going to read Ready Player One by Ernest Cline. Also, I forgot to mention, some of my TBR was picked out this month by my brother, so if you would like to go watch that video, I uploaded it on Tuesday. So it should be my latest upload before this, and I will link it down below or leave like a card. But yeah, I only know that this is about the future in like a virtual reality competition, I'm pretty sure. So yeah. And I have two more books I want to read. One of them is Warcross by Marie Lu. I have had this book for a while. It's been out for a while. Everybody loves this book. It's very similar to Ready Player One in that it's like a virtual reality thing. And yeah, I'm excited. I think there's like a girl that's a hacker, and I might change this to my strong female character book for the Mellifluous Book Club theme. Yeah. And the last book I'm going to read is probably on most booktubers, most book lovers TBRs this month, and that is Court of Frost and Starlight by Sarah J. Maas. I don't know when I'm gonna read this because I'm kind of nervous because then I know I'm gonna have to wait a while. Oh, look at this art though. It is the Books A Million version, and it's gorgeous. I highly recommend this series. Like I said, I read the third book. This is a novella, and a pretty long novella, actually. There are both Farah and recent and more chapters, I'm pretty sure. And I think there's chapters from all of them. Okay, so I'm excited. I don't know when I'm going to read this, but I will definitely read it. That is this video, honestly. I know in my last TBR video for April, I said I was going to read like the Layer of Dreams, The Dream Thieves, Eliza Hamilton, but I'm working on those. And I didn't put them in my TBR because they're kind of like, oh, I have nothing else to read, so I'll just work on these. Because at the moment they're not super interesting. But I also could finish those books this month. They could take me another 2 months. It could take me till June. I don't know. But I will definitely be finishing them because I do really enjoy them. I just not really in the mood for them right now. I upload every Friday and sometimes on Tuesdays. And please subscribe if you enjoy this video and want to see more of my videos. I do both Marvel and bookish videos. So yeah, bye.